Welcome to Spice King Jim Ford's Durkee's Backyard Barbecue. Guest chef today is Bill Guyan. Your host is Joanne Jamel Olson. And Spice and Olive King Jim Ford. Brought to you by Durkee's famous sauces, spices, olives, and gravy mixes. Durkee's, the largest importer in the world of fancy Spanish green olives. Ask for and insist on Durkee's, world's finest, voted #1 in Peckerland. Now here's Joanne Jamel Olson.
Hi there. It's great you could join us today for Spice King Jim Ford's Durkee's Backyard Barbecue. And do we have a surprise for you today? Our guest chef is Bill Guyan of Guyan Supper Club in Little Chute. And he is a contest winner for chili. And he's going to show us today how to prepare his spectacular 3 or 4 alarm chili. Boy, does that bring questions in my mind. Also, he has a great strawberry rhubarb pie for dessert. Spice King Jim Ford's going to be here also giving us the history on chili powder. The Durkee's mailbag is bulging, so stay right where you are. We'll be right back after this word from Durkee's, voted #1 in Packerland.
Here's Spice King Jim Ford with another letter from Durkee's mailbag.
We have a letter here from the Durkee fan club at Sheboygan. Dick Landwehr, president. Dick writes, you had a story once on your Durkee's Backyard Barbecue program about a spice the Polish people love in their soups. You also gave it a Polish name. Dick, the spice is whole allspice, not ground, whole, and the Polish name is kubaba, and it's great in your pea soup. Add about 3-4 berries before cooking, Dick. This is what we're talking about.
Here's Spice King Jim Ford with another letter from Durkee's mailbag.
Here's a question that I've been expecting for many years from Durkee Backyard Barbecue fans. Annie, the hostess at Little Minocqua Motel, Minocqua, writes, who originated the chef's hat? Annie, in the Middle Ages, cooks from Greece found their way into monasteries in Europe. The monks wore tall, dark hats, so the Greek cooks decided to wear tall white so they could tell the difference. Annie, by the way, says hello to all her customers.
We have Bill Guyan here from Guyan Supper Club in Little Chute. And Bill, it's really quite an honor to have you here because we don't always have trophy winners here. And you did win a trophy for the contest of state chili contest, was it not?
That's correct, Joanne.
Let's show the viewers your beautiful trophy. And you were telling me that there is a unique preparation in how to start your chili. And you want to tell the viewers what that is?
Well, first of all, Joanne, I think the secret of making good chili is you have to start with the raw ingredients of pinto beans. A lot of people take canned beans, kidney beans, and they just open the can, dump them in the chili. What I have done is taken 2 1-pound bags of pinto beans, put them in boiling hot water, and here's where the real secret of making chili. You have to put seasoning in the pinto beans, because if you put seasoning just in the meat, when you add the meat and the beans together, the beans act as a sponge, and they'll actually suck all of the good seasonings out of the meat, and you'll have to re-season your batch of chili over again.
Oh, that's really interesting. And what kind of seasonings are we using?
Well, first of all, use MSG, and we go heavy on the Durkee's chili powder. In fact, we better give it a little more here. Now, another important thing is when you're using chili powder, use a good chili powder. Durkee puts out a very, very high-class chili powder. A lot of chili powders break down and you don't get the real chili taste is what you're looking for when you make a chili. Now, another one we put in is white pepper. And we put in cumin. You'll notice that I don't measure. It comes from practice.
Quality of a great chef. You're using quite a few spices. This is great.
Black pepper. A lot of paprika, that gives it a little coloring.
Okay.
And we use garlic powder. Then we use these little crushed red peppers. A lot of people are familiar with this. When they go out to eat pizza, they're usually on the table at your better pizza parlors.
You have to be quite careful with that for those people that don't like real hot chili?
Right.
Okay.
This makes it hot. And then we use some Durkee seasoning salt.
Great. Now, if I don't have time to prepare all that, we do have seasonings in the package, chili seasonings, and one is the regular chili seasoning mix, and I guess we can just add that to our pinto beans
right,
then,
if you're rushed, you'd put a couple packages of that, depending on how hot you want your product to be.
Okay, and also we have the Texas red chili.
Now that's hot.
That is?
Yeah, that's hot.
Okay, I'm glad you told the viewers
That's in the 4 and 5 alarm category.
Okay, and speaking of alarm, what is the difference between 3 and 4 alarm?
Well, the difference, Joanne, is a lot of customers don't like their chili extremely hot. So when they say we really want hot chili, we provide them with a red hot sauce, and they can add this to their bowl of chili to their liking. Once you put it in, you can't take it out, so it's better for the customer to season his chili that last little touch.
Okay.
Now, after we have got all the seasoning and the beans in the pot, you put the pot on the stove. You cook the beans until they are done, not so they're mashed or they're soft. They have to be firm. The best way to test them is just take one bean out with a spoon, don't burn your finger, and bite on it. And if it's firm but done, because you still have some cooking time later when you add the beans to the meat.
Okay, and in the meat preparation?
In the meat preparation, we start out with some good white kidney suet.
Okay.
Okay, this is beef suet, and this is where your chili gets the flavor. You put that in the pan, and then you melt it. After this is thoroughly melted, then you take 2 medium-sized onions, dice them up. And for time's sake, I won't dice all of them up. I will have some already prepared. You take the onions, and you simmer them in the suet. After the onions are done thoroughly, that's the time that you add your meat.
Okay, and Bill, we'll have to come right back and finish up with you in just a few minutes, and please stay tuned right where you are, because Spice King Jim Ford is going to be right back with the history of chili. Right after this word from Durkee's, voted #1 in Packerland.
Here's Spice King Jim Ford with another letter from Durkee's mailbag.
Here's a letter from Pete, president of Durkee's fan club, the Rhinelander Pub Cafe. Relatives of mine snapped a picture of you while you were at the Athens Greek Hilton Hotel talking to a group of grocers. What kind of spice were you holding in your hand? Pete, it was a can of thyme, and I was greeting these American grocers by telling them 2,000 years ago it was a compliment